Between working weddings and enjoying live music, earplugs are just a fact of life for me at this point. And when I found myself in places where some earplugs weren't even protecting my ears enough, I decided to do some research and find the best ones out there. The LiveMus HearSafe earplugs are the best that I've found, and I've tried a lot, and I've researched more. They fit great. They claim to offer at least 29 decibels of protection, and they've been with me through hundreds of events between weddings and music events that I've gone to, and they've just done a great job. I'm exposing myself to very easily ear damaging levels pretty much every weekend, sometimes more than once a weekend even. So for me, my priority was to find ones that fit well and also offered the most protection possible. Now, when you buy these, they come in a set of two. They come with a 29 dB option and a 23 dB option. I use the 29 almost exclusively, but the 23 can be better for some music venues that aren't quite as loud as most. I found that when I went to Red Rocks recently to a Tori Amos concert, the 23s were the right option. And many times over the years, I've gone to some concerts that weren't overwhelmingly loud and wished that I brought the 23s because I got into the habit of only bringing the 29 option because that's what I use for weddings. And then I would find myself kind of wanting to hear a little more, picking them out, trying to feather the angle a little bit. And inevitably, what'll happen is you'll be enjoying the show. They'll start creeping out a little bit because you're not wearing them like they're designed. And then you'll end up getting a little more exposure than you wanted. And then, ultimately you didn't protect your ears the way that you could have. So I would really encourage getting into the habit of bringing both sets with you when you go to a live music type environment so that you don't wish you had a little more and then end up giving yourself too much exposure where the 23s may have just been perfect. Also, between the two, they're conveniently color-coded. They have a white core on the 29s and a green core on the 23s. So super easy when you're in the moment at a concert, it's dark, whatever. As long as there's a little bit of light, you can still see the difference. And that's just a really nice touch. Wedding DJs are notorious for turning their stuff up so much louder than needed. I mean, it's absurd sometimes. You would think that they were trying to fill up an entire, amphitheater, but it's a room that fits 150 people. I get it though, obviously hearing loss is going to be an inherent risk of their job. Most of them aren't going to wear earplugs because they'll probably find it too difficult to communicate with everyone like that. Personally, I haven't found a problem communicating with these earplugs in, but also, to be fair, me as the videographer, I have to do a lot less communicating than the DJ who's talking to the planner, talking to the photographer, talking to me, talking to the couple, and potentially talking to people that are trying to offer up requests. So I'm not here to pass judgment on them, but it's a problem, So the 29s are the way to go for sure with that. In rare cases, the 29s aren't enough, and I actually have to bust out the over-the-ear earmuffs. As much as I'm hyping these up as being the most protective, I just wanted to clarify that they aren't the end-all be-all for every possible scenario. I'm actually going to be going to a concert soon, a little hint behind me on the monitor there. And given that they're a metal band, I'm actually afraid that they might not be enough, and I might have to bring out the over-the-ear ones as well. Hopefully not, but just putting it out there. But that said, also, I am coming from a place I was born with tinnitus, so I am hypersensitive about my ear protection. If you don't have that, obviously you don't want to get that, but I can understand people who would be willing to, on occasion, take a little bit more damage than I will because they don't have that issue. So, I get not everyone's going to be quite as extreme and militant as I am about it. But just for those of you who may be, there's the info. So I guess that's about it. They're affordable, they're comfortable, they're effective. So, what more do you want? Go get them.